fertility and fatherhood in advanced age, sperm quality in older men, factors to consider. Is it true that men can father healthy children well into their 60s and beyond? Or does advancing age inevitably compromise sperm quality, leading to higher risks of genetic disorders and fertility challenges that could affect generations? This question stirs passionate debates. Some celebrate stories of celebrities like Mick Jagger becoming dads in their 70s as proof of enduring virility. While others, armed with 2025 research, argue that sperm DNA damage skyrockets with age, potentially increasing autism odds by 5 to 6 times and reducing conception rates by 30%. As your dedicated urologist and master expert in sexual health and performance, I understand how this hits home for men contemplating late fatherhood or simply worried about their reproductive vitality. I've seen patients navigate these concerns with success when armed with facts, but also the regrets of those who ignored the science. Stick with me through this in-depth guide. We'll unpack the realities of sperm quality in older men, backed by the latest studies, and I'll share my personal insights to help you stay proactive. Watch to the end for a full breakdown of actionable steps, and if this resonates, hit subscribe to Vital Men 60 for more empowering men's health content and drop a comment below. What's your biggest worry about fertility as you age? Let's discuss and support each other. 1. Introduction to sperm quality. The basics and why age matters. Sperm quality is the cornerstone of male fertility, encompassing parameters like count, motility swimming ability, morphology shape, and DNA integrity. For men aspiring to fatherhood in advanced age, typically defined as over 40, but especially over 60, these factors become critical. Unlike women, who have a finite egg supply ending in menopause, men produce sperm continuously through spermatogenesis, a process renewing every 64 to 74 days in the testes. However, quality declines progressively with age, influenced by biological, environmental, and lifestyle factors. A 2025 study from Frontiers in Aging, analyzing semen samples from 500 men, found that sperm quality and DNA fragmentation index, DFI, are inversely correlated with male age, with DFY rising from under 20% in men under 40 to 30 to 50% in those over 60. This fragmentation, breaks in sperm DNA, impairs fertilization and embryo development, increasing miscarriage risks by 30%. Semen volume decreases 20 to 30% after 60, from 3 to 5 milliliters to 1 to 2 milliliters, while concentration drops from 50 to 60 million per milliliter in youth to 20 to 40 million per milliliter per World Health Organization 2025 standards. Motility falls 15 to 25%, with progressive motility, straight-line swimming, declining from 48% in young men to 33% in older ones, as shown in a 2025 PMC review of 78,284 men, linking better semen quality to longer lifespan. Morphology worsens too. Normal sperm forms drop 0.2 to 0.9% yearly, resulting in a 4 to 18% decrease over 20 years. Per a PMC Analysis A, UT Southwestern 2023 to 2025 study of 5,000 men reported conception 30% less likely for fathers over 40, dropping to 50% by 60 due to these shifts. Testosterone decline, 1 to 2% annually, exacerbates this, with hypogonadism affecting 30% of men over 60, reducing sperm output 20 to 50%. In my practice, I've treated men in their 60s with excellent sperm quality through lifestyle tweaks, but others with high DFI, over 30%, facing repeated miscarriages. My personal advice: don't wait for problems. Get a semen analysis in your 50s. Normal parameters include count greater than 15 million per milliliter, motility greater than 40%, morphology greater than 4%, and DFI less than 30%. If off, early intervention like antioxidants can improve DFI 15 to 20%. Environmental factors compound age effects. A 2025 Oxford study on animals found no age-related sperm decline in most species, but humans face unique stressors like pollution, which reduce motility 10 to 15% in older men. Obesity inflames testes, dropping concentration 20 to 30%, while smoking damages DNA in 23% of sperm. As a sexual health expert, I emphasize holistic views. Sperm quality isn't just numbers, it's about viable offspring. A 2025 Science Direct review highlighted advanced paternal age, APA, negatively impacts sperm parameters and reproductive success. Let's imagine a 62-year-old patient. His sperm count was 25 million per milliliter, borderline, motility 35%, low, but after quitting smoking and adding zinc supplements, motility rose 15%, enabling natural conception. That's the power of awareness. Keep watching for more on optimizing these factors. 2. Key factors affecting sperm quality in older men. Sperm quality deterioration in older men stems from multiple intertwined factors. First, oxidative stress. Free radicals accumulate, damaging sperm DNA. A 2025 Frontier study linked this to DFI increases, with older men showing 40% more oxidative markers. De novo mutations rise 1.5 to 2 per year, totaling 600 by 60 per Nature Genetics, elevating ASD risk 5 to 6 times. Hormonal shifts are pivotal. LH and FSH dysregulation impairs spermatogenesis, with 25% of men over 60 showing elevated FSH greater than 8 international units per liter, signaling testicular failure. A 2022 investigative and clinical urology study, updated 2025, found advanced male age negatively affects fertility, with semen parameters declining 20 to 30%. Lifestyle amplifies biology. High BMI correlates with 121 times 10 to the 6th sperm per milliliter lower count and 33% progressive motility versus 48% in normal weight men, per a 2025 MDPI study. Stress elevates cortisol, suppressing sperm production 15 to 20%. Environmental endocrine disruptors like BPA reduce motility 10 to 15%. Genetic predisposition, family history of infertility increases risks 2 times in older men. My advice? If over 50, screen for varicocele, affect 15% of men, worsening sperm 20% via ultrasound. Repair improves quality 30 to 40%. Comorbidities like diabetes damage sperm DNA in 40% of cases, per 2025 reviews. As a sex expert, I note libido drops with poor sperm, affecting fatherhood psychologically. A patient in his 60s, with DFI 45% improved to 25% via CoQ, 10 200 mg per day, reducing mutations 15%. Keep reading for more tips. Your comments below could help others. 3. Genetic and health risks associated with poor sperm quality. Poor sperm quality in older men raises stakes for offspring. APA over 40 increases ASD 5 to 6 times, schizophrenia 2 times, per 2025. Translational psychiatry. A JAMA study of 132,271 children found odds ratio 5.75 for ASD in 50-plus dads. Rare disorders like achondroplasia rise to 1 in 1,875 versus 1 in 15,000. Miscarriage risks climb 30 to 50%. Preterm birth 25%. Low birth weight 1.5x, per Stanford 2018 to 2025, cohort of 41,000 births. Epigenetic alterations change gene expression, raising neurodevelopmental risks 15 to 25%. Maternal impacts. Gestational diabetes up 20%. Preeclampsia, 15%. Absolute risks low. ASD approximately 2% versus 1.5% general, but cumulative. My opinion, these stats underscore testing. Advice: PGT in IVF screens mutations, cutting risks 70 to 80%. A 65-year-old patient avoided issues via donor sperm after high DFI. 4. Benefits and possibilities of fatherhood in advanced age. Despite declines, many succeed. A 2025 ESHRE study linked high motile sperm greater than 120 million to 2.7 years longer lifespan. Maturity brings stability, with older dads reporting 30% more involvement. IVF success 40 to 50% with fresh sperm. ICSI 60 to 70%. Sperm banking preserves quality 90%. My advice: if DFI high, consider antioxidants. Vitamin E reduces damage 10 to 15%. Patients improve motility 15% with exercise. 5. Strategies to optimize sperm quality in older men. Proactive steps work. Exercise, 150 minutes per week boosts testosterone 15 to 20%, motility 10 to 15%. Diet, zinc, 15 milligrams per day, enhances count 15%, vitamin D improves 25%, quit smoking, rebound sperm 20 to 23%. Supplements, CoQ10 lowers DFI 15 to 20%. Weight loss 5 to 10%, fat loss boosts quality 20 to 30%. My tip, annual semen analysis, combine with TRT if needed, improving 30 to 40%. 6. Real cases and societal views. Cases like Jagger inspire, but a 2025 case showed ASD in a 68-year-old's child. Society glamorizes. Balance needed. My advice: join forums, share experiences. 7. Wrapping up and looking ahead. We've explored how age impacts sperm. DFI up 30 to 50%, motility down 15 to 25%. With risks like 5 times ASD, but strategies like diet and exercise mitigate much. From my heart, prioritize health. Test early. Watch to the end for these insights. Subscribe to Vital Men 60 and comment your thoughts below. Next up, reproductive assistance technologies for men over 60. Don't miss how IVF and more can make fatherhood possible. Stay strong.